Matthew. If you don't know me, I'm an Air Force medic stationed in San Antonio, Texas. I'm married, have 3 kids, and a cat. I'm currently becoming a Texas real estate agent. You're watching my journey from Air Force to entrepreneur. Last week was tough, man. This week just feels like an extension of last week. Obviously, the video, not last week, but the week before that, I said that our baby Drew had a medical emergency that we had to go to the ER. And that was really scary. She fortunately didn't end up needing surgery, and the medical procedure that she got worked great, and she's doing awesome. Also, last week my truck started to overheat. I've really had minimal problems with this truck despite having super high miles, and when it started to overheat, I knew something was wrong. Then it was redlining. I had to pull over and I got stuck in a parking lot. Finally, on the way home from work, I took it to the shop, and I'm in it now, just picked it up. This week, again, feels like an extension of last week. Last week was exhausting. At the same time that baby Drew had her medical emergency, all of us got sick. It was presumed COVID. Everyone's doing a little bit better now. We still have like a little bit leftover, kind of a upper respiratory infection, a little bit of a cough, but it was nasty. And all of this just hit us at once. Extremely frustrating to know that within the last month that I've started vlogging and started officially documenting my journey, that there seems to be so many roadblocks. I haven't been to the gym in like a week and a half because of being sick. Now there's just a bunch of chores that have been rolled over that I have to take care of before I even think about going to the gym. Again, in one of my last videos where I mentioned you just won't have time. Sometimes you just won't sleep, sometimes you just can't work out, and it can feel super overwhelming, but understanding that some days you have to just prioritize, and that not everything can be done every day. We have to set realistic expectations for ourselves while also staying accountable. I'm hoping I can document some good content for you guys to show this part of my journey, but it really does feel almost like I'm in the mundane part of development, where I'm staying busy on improving, but it's not quite noticeable yet before I break through. I've made pretty decent progress on my real estate course, but we'll talk more about that in our weekly progression check. So. Well, it's Friday and we made it through the week. I have to admit, between all of the events last week and this week, burnout has been riding up on me. I just went to the gym for the first time yesterday. It felt good, but if you've ever experienced burnout, you know the sensation of not feeling the purpose in all of the actions that you're doing. Even though you know so strongly in your heart, in your head, that everything you're doing has purpose. And with the stress of everyday activities and chores, on top of all of the unexpected nuances, those purpose-driven activities start to just feel like those extra chores. This weekend, I really want to take advantage of taking the ability to rest. It's been an important part of my development in understanding that burnout is actually part of the process, and that it's not something that you should simply try to ignore or push past. Hitting burnout is a way for you to measure your capacity in which you can work within a certain period of time. However, I've also come to know that level in which you feel like you can perform can change. you can work it out similarly as you work out at the gym. Things like your attention span towards your work, like your drive, your motivation. A lot of those things through repetition, working them out, find new ways to surpass those barriers and increase the output that you're able to put out. I didn't record much for this week. It really felt like I needed to focus on the few things that I think I needed to prioritize, which is a really important step of burning out, is just prioritizing and moving things out of the way. Once you do that, you can focus and achieve the tasks that you're capable of doing and push through the sensation of burnout. Rest is simply the most important part of burnout. So this weekend, I'm just gonna spend time with the family, maybe cook some good food, and spend time with friends. The rest of this video is probably just gonna be a montage of clips of this weekend relaxing. We're feeling better, no longer sick, we're back in the gym. Bye-bye. Back at the Pearl. We end up coming to this place like at least a couple times a month. I mean, it's just stunning. It gives me real home vibes with the water and the trees. Really reminds me of Colorado, because you don't feel like you have a lot of that in Texas, but there's some good spots. So don't eliminate San Antonio from, a place you want to be. I was really debating on posting this video between just absolutely burning out this week and last week not posting because I was sick and really wasn't able to do much of anything. The concept that I was able to acquire and really the progress that I was able to attain during the last 2 weeks doesn't make me feel like I was able to perform at my highest level. But then again, reflecting at the difficulty of 2 weeks ago when I was sick, which was likely COVID. And then this week, with all of the little circumstances that were happening following from last week, still being slightly sick, I think the sensation for burnout for me is just losing so much energy. There's one thing to have discipline and to be able to get up when you feel tired. There's another thing when, whether you're sick, whether you worked too hard, you are so physically and mentally exhausted. Things don't even feel attainable. But I'm gonna post and I'm gonna show up, even though I feel like this video might not even really be as good as I would hope it to be. I'm gonna start editing it right after this. Just because I slowed down this last week doesn't mean that that's gonna keep on happening. I am feeling energized, I'm not sick anymore, and I have nothing but drive going into next week. I'm planning it out starting today on Sunday. I highly recommend it. Sit down, write what you're going to do for the rest of the week starting on Sunday so you don't feel unprepared. That being said, let's do a little progress check. Progress that I achieved in the last couple of weeks isn't strong. Some weeks are just going to be like that. But you take that into consideration and you roll hard into the next week and you make it happen, which is what I'm going to do. On a physical level, I still haven't found a way that I want to really be tracking analytically how I want to track my progress with, whether it's weightlifting, cardio. I think there's definitely going to be something along the lines of my performance in running a mile or a 5K as far as like the time being able to complete it. Business level / education level, because they're kind of the same thing. Don't know I'm going to be a real estate agent in Texas, so that's what I am currently in school for. I've been able to get about 12 hours of classwork done out of the 180 hours that I need to be certified and to go test for my exam. So I'm about this amount percentage done. I don't know what it is in my head right now. Other than that, can't change what happened in the past. You can only learn from it and grow and move on. So if you find yourself in a place of just burning out, constantly exhausted, can't feel like you can attain the things that you say that you want to accomplish, First of all, make sure that you take care of yourself. You're not going to be able to go anywhere or do anything unless you actually take care of yourself. Nourish yourself. Give yourself the proper nutrients. Spend the time you need with the people that you love. It's vital to your growth. We as humans cannot operate at our fullest extent without doing those things. And at the end of the day, you can work as hard as you want towards anything. But if you spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours obsessed with a task or a mission, but you're not able to enjoy the fleeting time that you have with the people you love around you, doing at least small things that you enjoy to do, I'm not going to say that you're wasting your time, but there's balance to everything. For some people, they can be completely obsessed on a task, on a mission, and not do anything else but that until it's completed. Good for you. I hope you find fulfillment in that. But as a family man, it's very important that I spend the little time that I do have available to actually be able to be a great husband and be a good father. So if you watch this video, thanks. It's probably going to be nothing like any of my last videos, and it's certainly not going to be anything like my videos moving forward. I appreciate you. I love you. Stay safe, stay kind, stay driven. Bye.